The 10-year challenge hashtag is flooding social media, with millions taking part, even celebrities. In it for the fun, a few laughs, or to document a transformation.
For a lot of people, this is, one of their very first profile pictures.
A decade of evolution, not just in our photos, but also in the technology on which we post them, prompting tech author Kate O'Neill to explore a different kind of then and now comparison.
10 years ago, I might have actually participated in the meme, and now I'm looking at it with more skepticism that it's a data set that could be used to train facial recognition and artificial intelligence.
Her concerns on Twitter and in an op-ed on Wired detailed how a simple trend could have broader implications for our data.
Memes that ask for us to participate in a particular way, there may be a reason why that's being asked of us.
Seemingly harmless games and hashtags can generate searchable, neatly packaged information, potentially used as training data for the algorithms powering AI and facial recognition.
Privacy experts say people participating in the new 10-year social media challenge may be unknowingly sharing sensitive information. Have you done that yet? Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram users are posting photos of themselves a decade apart with the hashtag 10-year challenge. Some well-known people have gotten in on the fun, but the millions of publicly shared photos can be a treasure trove of information for companies working with facial recognition and artificial intelligence. Data and emerging technology consultant Kate O'Neill warned in a Wired opinion piece that's out right now. Thanks to this meme, there's now a very large data set of carefully curated photos of people from roughly 10 years ago.
Facebook says, look, this was a user-generated meme. They didn't have anything to do with it. But how could Facebook use these photos?
Right. So there's nothing inherently bad about this. It was all in good fun, generated by users. But what we have to think about is what we're giving away when we're having this fun, right? And so in the case of the 10-year challenge, it is this streamlined, organized data set that shows what you look like 10 years ago and what you look like now. And if you're trying to train a machine learning algorithm to learn how people age, this is something that Facebook could do. This is something that other researchers might want to do. This gives you a pretty nifty way of doing that. So again, I think this is just a moment to think about this, because it's not just the 10-year challenge. These types of viral challenges and memes are popping up all the time, and a lot of times people don't know what company's behind it.
Is Facebook currently using, though, a method of facial recognition?
Facebook is, yes. So for instance, if you upload a photo or if somebody uploads a photo of you, it might say, hey, is this you? Do you want to tag yourself? Do you want to tag your friends? So Facebook is proactively doing that. Behind the scenes, Facebook is also using image recognition technology for really valuable purposes, to spot spam, to spot graphic violence and other content it doesn't want on there. So there are definitely positive uses of facial recognition technology. We should want Facebook to get better at it. But as users, we should want to know when our information is being used for those purposes.
They also said, look, there's all sorts of pictures on Facebook. However, though, for artificial intelligence to work properly, it needs what's called machine learning. To do that, you need to put these things in context. I've now told the machine learning, here's a picture of me 10 years ago. Here's a picture of me today. Here's the context it was in. Was it at night? Was I wearing sunglasses? Was I wearing a hat? All of these things, the machine learning needs to train so that that the artificial intelligence gets really better about picking you out in a crowd of people, Ed, when you've got sunglasses and a hat on.
Morgan, the fear here also by many is that who is this information going to be shared with? We know that Google and Amazon have shared their facial recognition technology in the past. So when you speak to people about this, a lot of people at home sitting and say, well, why does this matter to me? What is the core concern here of who is it, who can pick it up or where it will land? Is that what you're worried about?
Yeah, I'm worried about this getting into the hands of marketing, you know, of other people who I didn't consent to give to. And before people say, well, that wouldn't happen, remember, our private messages were supposed to be private unless you were Netflix and Microsoft, and they were selling access to this information when they weren't supposed to. By the way, Facebook is under investigation now. They may be facing one of the largest fines from the FTC for violating the consent order.
We'll be following it. Morgan Wright, appreciate you coming in.
I don't see it as a problem, but I could be mistaken.
I am a little leery of it.
Just don't trust it.
Love it or hate it, social media grows more capable by the second.
It uses data points, shapes of face, bone structure, that sort of thing.
Mining information with every click, every post.
Facial recognition's been around a long time.
And it's what's in question at the center of the latest cyberspace conspiracy.
With enough data, enough people doing that, you can easily build an algorithm.
Millions of users posting their faces, all in 10-year intervals.
A lot of my friends are doing it.
Some speculate it's the perfect training ground for a system like Facebook's, able to collect massive amounts of data on age progression and facial recognition and supply it to third parties.
I feel like they already have that down.
She's right. We took this idea to the experts. If any sort of algorithm training has been going on in the background, they say it's not new to this internet challenge.
My account on Facebook has been around for 10 years. I've got pictures of me throughout the 10 years. There's your age progression right there.
Facebook hasn't responded to our request for information, but told Wired it didn't start the challenge.
I expect that every bit of data about you can be used either for you or against you.